Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning with me, Brigand Hall. Let's enter Sincere and get the key from the Weeping King.
You have arrived and our work may begin. Much has changed since I was here. This place is awash with this corruption, this foul crystal. How dare the Tuatha permit this to happen to the tomb of the Weeping King? This was a sacred place, a holy site, and they let it fall to this? But we must not delay. To reach the key to the sorrows, you will need this votive, and 3 others like it. We must search Sincere for them.
Alright, how can we reach the key?
To reach the key means pushing deeper into the hollow, which will be difficult, for the path is barred to all but those who tended this place. The tenders of this hollow carried votives, but the tenders are gone now, though I am certain the votives remain. We must find them. Very well.
Okay. Oh, so is this blue Prismere? Instead of the red? This quad's floating around like that. Like more trash for the bag. Can we go up this way, or is it a return path? It's a return path. Good, that makes things easier. Log Thresh. Just powered through his damage. Like so. Votive of Leaf. A sprite.
Yes? Very well.
Not trying to talk to you. Stop interrupting me on my adventures. That's why I don't like having companions. They just get in the way. That was her dying act.
So you have recovered all of the votives. Then we may press onward to the next trial. The Crying Eyes. When we have reached them, I will tell you more. But now we must press onwards.
Yeah, I thought that was a little too easy. Where are the Crying Eyes?
Farther still into the bowels of Sincere. We shall find it, mortal, if only we press onwards. Very well. There. The votives have served their purpose. Come, let us go deeper into Sincere. Before we can reach the key, we have one final challenge to bypass. The Crying Eyes. We must find them. Very well.
Not gonna tell me what they are? Didn't even get to ask. I was trying to sip my coffee. I rely heavily on these voice-acted dialogue segments so I can drink my coffee. Most of the games I play don't offer an opportunity to drink my coffee since I'm reading all the dialogue aloud. Luckily for me, this game offers a lot of dialogue and a lot of opportunity to drink coffee.
This is the other obstacle we must encounter. The Crying Eyes. They are the last guardian on the path to the key. You must approach them, mortal. They will show you the way forward, if only you answer them.
Alright, how do we pass the Crying Eyes?
By studying them. It is not a riddle, so much as a test of patience. Imitate the Crying Eyes and the way will open. Very well.
Okay, well we'll deal with that in a second, because there is a chest over here. Oh, must be looking. Can I restart it? Alright, so left. Right. I must do it while they do it? Center. Oh, that's super easy. Hardest part was realizing I had to look up at the faces themselves. Peacemaker. This ring aids the user in bringing a profound peace to a target from a comfortable distance. Plus 30% damage, plus 90 health, and plus 2.5 health regen. We finally found the ring that we were looking for. I mean, not that one in particular, just something to replace the Band of the Hammer Lord. Let's desecrate this tomb. Pick up a withered branch.
That is the key to the sorrows, mortal. It is perhaps not the sort you are used to, but that is certainly it. It is a branch of the ancient and wizened tree, whose roots touch this world and Ishara, the plane of magic to which all Fae belong. It is a branch of the gallows tree. The sorrows take the form of the gallows tree in both realms, and this branch creates the bridge between them. Come, let us ferry it to Bitharain. Very well.
Of course, he just teleports away. I feel like he could take me with him. If Sidon can let me use the shadow jump or shadow walk, I'm sure this guy could too. It's okay, I'm my own form of fast travel. It just doesn't work indoors. I feel like it's just a branch of the gallows tree. Could we not just use another branch of the gallows tree to achieve the same? Unless this one's specifically enchanted to act as the key, which could entirely be the case.
You focus your attentions where they are not needed. You must await a sincere, the whole of the Weeping King.
Alright, what do I do with this key?
Bitharain has need of the key, mortal. For though he has the knowledge of how to reach the sorrows, the key is required for him to stop the Tuatha.
If that's his plan, because it sounds like we still haven't found Saturn in yet.
You have the key to the sorrows. That was well done. Indeed, everything you have done is more than I could have possibly hoped for. My reliance on you to this point was never my initial plan. I only needed Kadarok dead at the hands of someone else. But when I learned how willing you were to hound the Tuatha, I saw you would rise to every occasion. You became my faithful instrument.
Yeah, save me your babbling.
And you continually demonstrate your most valuable quality. Your inability to understand the Fae. Do you think that I was without potential servants within this house? That I was forced to wait until you came? No. I had many options.
I told you to stop talking.
But a mortal would know nothing of a Fae's behavior, his values, his reasoning. A mortal might never learn that Saturnin and I are one and the same.
Yeah, why bother with these ruses?
You mean, why not announce my intent in a more obvious and boorish, or shall we say, mortal manner? I had to have the sorrows, but they were lost. It took years before I even learned of the eldest, much less their location. To reach the eldest, I needed this house to die. To do that, I needed a rebellion. To do that, I needed an assassination. To do that, I needed you.
But you're not Tuatha.
True, I do not share the face of my brethren. As I explained to Gadflow, it was a necessary part of the plan. I have not worn this mask without sacrifice. Too long have I gone without feeling the warmth of Prismeer or the love of my god. But soon this will end, and I can take my rightful place again.
Why use me? Why not a Fae?
Your ignorance of Fae culture, meaning your intonation, made you ideal. You lacked the context others might have used to expose me. But there is more. You are the hero of Mel Senshir. You may not admit it, but you are a symbol to mortals, a rallying point for their armies. Who better to be the blade that I used to kill the Alfar? Who better to destroy the House of Sorrows? It makes my triumph complete. Perfect.
But you're also in hammer swinging distance, and if I took out Baylor, I don't think you're going to be much of a threat. Yeah, don't do this, Bisserain.
You seriously think your words might stir me to forsake a plan that has finally culminated after 20 years? Your audacity disgusts me. There is nothing to be offered, or given, or threatened, mortal. I cannot be stopped here, and I cannot be followed. But take heart. You will die long before the sorrows descend upon the minds of your mortal armies. Mercer will gut you here. Farewell.
I beat him earlier too. Like, come on, Mercer. Let's dance, buddy.
Yes. No, they're gonna kill the eldest.
I try to avoid that if I can. What's up, buddy? Oh, well, I'm still over here kicking. Oh, they still died. Even after the fight.
You survived. For better or worse, I know not. The house is in ruins, the eldest lie butchered, and Bisserain has betrayed us to the Tuatha. He must be denied. For our honored sorrow, our broken pride, our due vengeance. He cannot be allowed to use the house for war.
Where is Ashara?
It is both near and far. It will be difficult for a mortal to understand. Ashara is an ethereal plane, another realm of existence. In the Midden, the barrier between this realm and Ashara is weak, and we can exploit that.
Alright, firstly... Lost my train of thought. Firstly, it's not hard for a mortal to understand, okay? I've played a lot of fantasy games. Secondly, you're the Weeping King? Because I missed that dialogue.
I did not always know. When you went to Damelrock, I meditated beneath the gallows tree. And a part of me that had long slumbered awakened. It makes sense now. Why I could practice delving when all had lost the art. Why I can commune with sorrows. Be it fate or chance, we must take advantage of this. I think that as the Weeping King, I can bring us to the sorrows in time to stop Bisserain.
I'm not ready to go.
Please, mortal. The longer we leave Bizerain to his work, the more dangerous it becomes for all mortals in these lands. If you must prepare, do it quickly. I will await you here.
Alright, slide in.
Once he was a mighty figure among us, but when the house reached an accord with the Tuatha, he would not accept the terms and left. I know he fights for the sake of our people, but in truth, I have always feared him. It is hard to trust one that gives into war so soon.
Delvers.
They could delve the essence of entropy from the bodies of the Winter Fae, but they did more, so much more. The Weeping King lived on through them, his acts persisting long after he left these lands. For the Weeping King is always needed, even now.
A gallows tree.
Once, it seemed nothing more than a symbol of our house. But I have come to learn things I never would have understood had it not been here. The gallows tree is more important than we ever thought, mortal. Take heart of it, for we will need its strength in the times of need ahead.
A house of sorrows.
We are all but gone, and all that remains in our stead are whisperers. In many ways, we were the vanguards of winter. We became the harbingers of this doom. But there is some small hope in knowing that there was life before the House of Sorrows, in the time of the Weeping King.
Alright, how can we stop him? Where is he?
He is at the birthplace of summer and winter, where the Weeping King first pooled the anguish and decay inherent in all winter fae, Ashara. It is the plane from which all fae descend when they are reborn, and to which they return when they die. It is a place of pure magic. I fear you may have had enough of secrets, but here is mine. I am the Weeping King reborn. Bizerain needed a key to reach the Sorrows. I do not.
Alright, then let's move.
I do not know what will happen if I attempt to bring you into Ashara, but you have a strong will. That alone may save you. Bizerain has a head start on us. However short, it is likely still enough. Be on your guard. We must hurry.
Alright, we made it.
You have a strong force of will. Stronger than I felt possible. I have never heard tell of a mortal that could stand in Ashara. But we are here. I can recall now, vaguely. I walked this place before, and shaped the ground. That tree in the center, it is the embodiment of the Sorrows. Bizerain will be there, but he has prepared himself. This barrier keeps us from him, and there are other magics at work.
What is this place?
It is a place the Weeping King that I crafted to house the Sorrows. Beyond its borders is Ashara, the plane of magic. When Fae are born, their life force comes from Ashara, and to Ashara their life force returns upon death. This is a powerful place.
And where are the sorrows?
The tree in the center of the space, the inversion of the gallows tree that you've seen in the midden, that is the form of the Sorrows. The midden is the cradle of winter. It is connected to this realm, where the Winter Fae descend from. The gallows tree serves to bridge the midden and Ashara.
Can we destroy the barrier?
Yes, we can. I can sense the conduits the magic follows, and there are weak points, nexuses of energy that we can exploit. But Bizerain is no fool. He will not leave them unguarded. And I feel strange presences. There is something waiting, mortal. Something dreadful.
How do we lower the barrier?
Bizerain is correct in that he can manipulate the magic of this place, but we can manipulate it as well, if not as easily. The barrier is strong, but it feeds off nexuses of energy, and those are vulnerable. We must destroy them to reach Bizerain.
You should really put those nexuses of energy within the borders of... That's cool. There's like an inverse of the tree. Should really put the nexuses of energy within the barrier itself.
We meet again, mortal. Can I truly be here? Standing before the Sorrows? I remember... No, No swords. Fire. And then... nothing. But he brought me back to fight you. I cannot... I can't. I'm sorry, mortal. So sorry.
It's alright, I'll beat you up. Not a big deal, buddy. Alright, one Nexus down. So we're gonna fight both the eldest. I wonder who the other two fights are gonna be.
You must be quick.
Somebody go up here.
You dare tread here? A mortal dare shows himself in the sacred lands of the House of Sorrows. I have been dead a short time, and already I learned so much since he raised me. You are the cause of all this. Bizarrain relied on you for his plans. Because of you, the house is dead.
Yeah, but the Weeping King's on my side. It's gotta mean something, right? Alright, next Nexus of Energy and down. I guess Katarok might be one of the guys we have to fight. It's not really any other named Fae besides Bizarrain that we dealt with, right?
Finally, you have come.
Oh, Mercer.
I must admit,
He's Tuatha.
I did not give you credit when last we faced each other. And now, I am here. My master has raised me to protect his labors, and I will oblige him. You may have bested me previously, but you will not do so again.
I've actually bested you
Perhaps
twice.
if I take your head here, my master will have faith in me once again. Shall we find out?
Alright, round 3, buddy. Your name's not even purple anymore. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here. Where are you? There we go. Alright, 3 of 4. So unless the last one is Katarok, I can't imagine who else we'd fight here. Actually, doesn't like there's anybody standing. Oh, there he is.
And so you have finally reached me. I have waited, mortal. The longest of any I have waited. And now, Bizarrain has raised me against my will to be part of his design. I sought to stop him. I found the plan he had conspired, and I fled the house, for I knew not what to do. But I could have stopped this scheme. And then you came and killed me. And now I am a puppet to his will. He cannot be stopped, mortal. Bizarrain cannot be stopped.
If you say so. A lot of healing and mana potions. I wonder if I'm going to need those against Viscerain. Probably not. What's up, buddy?
You have slain what vestiges of your past I could conjure, and the barrier has fallen. So now, we are here. You think your presence here can stay my spells? The last words have been uttered. You are too late to stop me.
Please, Viscerain, stop.
I cannot. You do not understand Fey, mortal. What I do is for the good of all the Winter Kingdom. There are fires coming to this world. I have only glimpsed a fleeting shadow of them, and I am awed and scared and humbled. Only the Tuatha will be able to bear these tribulations, so they must survive this war. Now, you understand why I must fight. I have to fight.
Alright, I'm gonna pop a few things real fast. And smack down. That was easy.
Queen Viscerain may be dead, but the death blow is still his. The Sorrows have already begun escaping their seal. We need to act quickly, or this will all be for nothing. I must seal the Sorrows within myself.
Alright, well, have fun. What will that do?
I do not know for sure. I will be forced to remain in Ashara lest the Sorrows break free once more. Whether I will live or die is unclear. But I cannot be afraid. It must be done. For the good of mortals. For the good of Fae.
Yeah, no, let me take them.
It is a noble sentiment, mortal, but you do not understand. They must be anchored in Ashara, and you cannot remain here. Only I can. But please, bear witness to this last act. Tell the world what happened here, how the House of Sorrows ended. We must hurry.
Alright, well, let me loot some bodies real fast. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here. I was not looking at the minimap during that fight. He's summoning all sorts of creatures to fight me. Fey Gorda, Banshees, Tuatha. Pretty sure this is a bog thresh over there. Yeah, we're back in the midden. What we got over here? Strange staff. The staff feels cold to the touch. It resembles the wood of the Sorrows tree in Ashara. Child of Autumn. The last member of the House of Sorrows, forced to bear witness to the end of one of the oldest institutions in the Feylands. Plus 5% elemental damage, and plus 5% damage versus Fey. So I'm wondering if the plus 5% damage versus Fey works against Tuatha. They are Fey, so I don't see why it wouldn't. Only 164. Sorrow. One of the many sorrows of the House of Sorrows. Similar black Prismere weapons with different enchantments, all by the same craftsman. Oh, that looks really rad. But this does shocking damage too, and bleeding damage, which fits my build better, and it does just more damage across, like, more base damage, so... And it matches the rest of my Colossi equipment. Alright, well... That's that, I guess. House of Sorrows questline is completed. And now all we have left to do is go to the House of Pride complete that and then push our way into Alabastra. I'm gonna drop off this staff. Oh, I got the Crown of the Weeping King too. Regalia of the former founder of the House of Sorrows. I'll leave that here. I'm going to talk to a blacksmith, get my stuff repaired, and get ready to go into the House of Pride in the next episode. Alright, Billy. Where you at, buddy? His name's, is it Billy? Billy Ada? He's the blacksmith that I almost always default to. It's in here somewhere. There he is. Billis.
Can't
Billis
stop
Ada.
now. It's good to keep working. It reminds us to stay alert.
Alright, we're almost to the final stretch of the game. By final stretch, I mean Alabastra, and then when we get to, I guess, Amara, that's gonna be the final stretch, and then the last dungeon, which might be Bale, or maybe Bale is the last area, I don't know. But yeah, the final stretch is all of Alabastra, the final stretch, which is the final region in Alabastra, and then the final stretch, which will be the final dungeon. So, a few more stretches to go, but we're almost there. Sorry, I'm just wasting some time real quick. I want to clear out my inventory before I call it an episode. Alright, I'm going to call the episode here, and the next one we'll enter the House of Pride, and then open the way into Alabastra. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.